There's a green signal from my end.
Yeah,
You can.
everything's good. So record and please tell us about yourself. It's very interesting. Your work is currently doing very, very well with our current best of the 2 weeks
Yeah.
contest. So yeah, this is why, and in future I'll put an image by an artist. This I didn't do with Mikael. I'm sorry for this, and with D as well, or Kama. But in future I'll create something like invitations like this because they look awesome. So yeah, tell us about yourself, please.
Maybe I will share the screen. So,
Yeah, please do.
Yeah, till the time
yeah.
Michael is sharing the screen, Theo, can I like give you one suggestion? Like whenever we are having an intro on the Fridays, like some important bits, like if we are discussing on some projects, like in which you are giving your feedback, Arthur is there, or like there is some important points that have been discussed. Might be those. I mean that we can record and like we can share it with the group, so like people come to know what exactly little bit things we had discussed and if there is something to be taken away from that thing. I mean, this is just a suggestion.
Yeah, I can do this. I can record the whole session and then just take the, let's say, important fragments or relevant fragments like this. Okay, it's a good idea.
Okay, so I was born in Tbilisi, Georgia, and till 6 years we was living here. But after we moved to the Russia and Ukraine, and in Ukraine I was studying art school. But then we needed to back here to Georgia. So when we back here, I was at the last classes in the school, and my teacher told me, as you drawn in well, you need to meet my son. Her son was in IT specialist, but he had a 3ds Max book, Bible of 3D Max. I guess it was such a huge. And when he showed me, I was like, oh, I like this stuff. I need to, but at this time, I did not have the PC, and we don't even had electricity in a country.
You need to have electricity. Like,
No, no,
you're not.
no. We had electricity maybe 1 hour in the day, and if school was starting at 2 p.m., for example, they was giving us electricity at 1 p.m. and you did not even
Yeah.
had the time to see electricity. So my first book is this one. It's on the Russian language because I know the Russian very well, and this is where I started to learning all this.
Oh,
No
nice.
tutorials, no stuff. You just use the book. But
But
huh?
is it a type of book back then? Many of the books for, let's say, Maya. I had a book over Maya, which actually led you through a whole project. I think it was some type of a boat or something like a yacht that you construct from the very beginning to the very end, including texturing and mapping and all of this. And it was actually very cool because nowadays books are more like this function, that function, and talking about features. But back then, books used to be more about going through a process and teaching in the process.
Yeah, though you are correct. The submarine, and you start
Yeah,
with adding planes with blueprints. I don't know
nice.
if it's
Oh,
visible.
cool.
Yeah, it's. I mean,
It have a CD.
yeah, it had. I have CD still.
Me too. I don't have a CD player or
Yeah,
CD-ROM
yeah,
anymore.
yeah. But I have the CD stuff. Yeah, I think this book was very good for me because it is telling you all about from the beginning the basic of the 3ds Max. I meet a lot of artists now who does not know how to build a, a correct model with right topology, and you can't explain them. Yeah, you need to learn.
Yeah, I know. I do learn, and I can build proper topology, but it takes a lot of time. I just switched to Max in the end of 2019, so it was I had to switch while I was working, so I never had the time to really get into this. But you're absolutely right. This belongs to the basics, and I have actually purchased two courses on modeling this year just for this.
Uh,
You're
for
right.
for me, it's big plus because when client gives me a model, they almost are in a bad shape, and I can rebuild it how I need for my work. Otherwise, I would need to give this job to someone else, but I like to remodel it for me.
Yeah, it's important. You do exteriors, right? A
Yeah,
lot.
yeah, only exteriors.
So I need to build surroundings, and this is how I learned a lot of Max because I also mostly into exteriors, and I needed to build the whole building from plans, and then the whole surroundings from photos or whatever, and then you learn a lot. So I can do it, but I want to be better at it because the better you are, the more flexible you are.
But now we have AI, so you will not need to
Oh no,
remodel.
no, I still stick to classic methods. I just use AI as an enhancement in the end.
Totally, I bought 3 books. It's for VFX effects, VFX, yeah, and this was also for modeling cars and stuff. I remember my first car I rebuilt was BMW. This one.
Oh,
Yeah, I can't
how old
remember.
is you?
Maybe 2004, 2005. I don't remember honestly. But here is the
Nice.
render 07. Yeah, this one maybe 04.
That's good though.
You know this construction? I was working in a uh, United Arab Emirates in a Sharjah, and there was some beautiful space with this monument, and I decided to rebuild it.
Uh, This is where being able to model properly comes in, right?
Uh,
And we can see it in your tutorials, by the way, like the one that you made for this adventure with a Porsche. You made this YouTube tutorial following how you
yeah.
did it, and it's visible that you're able to model, and it's awesome.
Uh, what,
But
this
please
is
continue showing these. These are very interesting.
Yeah, this is my early stuff. You see this one? It's I was inspired by Marek Denko. You know he has
Oh yeah,
this
yeah.
artwork. Also this mecheti, right? On the English, we call it mechet.
It's
Mosque, yeah. It was in a Sharjah. Uh, I like it, and I just took photos around and rebuilt in 3D in zeros. Yeah, when I was working in Arab Emirates.
nice
And
though.
also, this one also
Right.
07. It's from Sparta movie.
300.
300, yeah.
Okay, yeah, that's cool. That's really like it's like 20 years old by
Yeah,
now. Respect.
where did it go?
Very cool.
Okay.
Why is your name, while you're getting back to your images, why is your name Armenian, if I may ask? Because it is like an Armenian surname, right?
Yeah. My nationality is Armenian, but I uh,
Okay.
grow up in Georgia and I born here. So how I need?
You're multinational. You were in Georgia, you were in Ukraine,
Yeah, also was in Russia.
in Russia. Yeah, that's cool. That's interesting actually. And you were in art school.
Uh,
That's also
yeah, how I need to back to the my
Yeah, you need
screen.
to stop. You need to stop sharing and share it once again. Yeah,
Stop, right?
yeah,
yeah.
yeah. And then you share it once again. Screen they want to share.
Maybe I'm too old. It's so hard to find all these buttons.
Discord is a bit confusing.
Yeah.
Okay, why are you sharing again? Everything works again.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
So this one is from the Harry Potter scene. Also my old one. And this one I did for the challenge on Renderu website. It was called the Flying Castle, so I decided to take Minas Tirith and mix with the Flying Island, not Epstein Island.
Luckily, that looks great though. Is it
Yeah.
also, where is it? 2000 what?
8, I guess, 8 or 9.
Damn. Like very, very solid quality. Oh, Rukshan is here. Hello, mate. Nice to see you for the very first time.
Yeah. Hi, Rukshan.
Hey, man.
Hello.
Dhanushka, I motivated him to finally come online.
Good job. Another Sri Lankan or what?
Yeah.
Nice. That's great.
Yeah.
The
So
more the better. Very happy to see you here, guys. Michael, can you zoom in on the top image? It looks
this one.
yeah.
Yeah.
It looks
Yeah, this
also
was
like Calatrava bridge.
for the challenge.
Hey.
It was called the bridge, and I decided to make a bridge from the past to the future. You know, medieval stuff is connecting to the New York City.
You need to create a modern version of this with your current set of skills and like deliver it for the current CG Connect challenge, which is evolution of architecture, old versus new.
I started yesterday working on this CG Connect challenge.
Yeah.
I hope I will have
There
time
you
to
do it.
finish. It all depends on the project that I have now, but I will try.
Yeah, it's an interesting one, and we already have one which we'll do probably in June, with like coming from the campus. Instead of doing it on the campus, we'll do it most likely on CG Connect, but it will be initiated from the campus so that we get a bit of exposure and people hear about it. So, but it reaches out to more people. So yeah, but great works. I mean, I wish I could have, in 2007 I hadn't opened Max yet.
Oof. When I start to remember the PC rendering Skyline, it was like, and you have a picture, but it was so bad. Now we have technologies and you can make really beautiful art now. But
we can, but we still need the basics and we still need talent and all of this. It's not that the technology would just do it for you. It makes it easier, quicker, but you still need to be the one with the good ideas and all of this.
So this is me in Dubai. I need to tell you a story. I was watching a National Geographic when they was showing the about Dubai Islands, and when I saw these buildings, I was like, oh, maybe one day I would make a model of these buildings. I like it a lot, and then I got a message from my boss where I was working on CD, and he said we need people who will go in Dubai and teach Indian peoples in 3D Max. And he asked me if I want to go. I said, why not? And they sent me for the 3 months.
How old are you there?
I can't remember. Maybe around 20 or less. Yeah.
Young Michael. It's
Yeah.
cool.
Good.
I was so impressed with the United Arab Emirates, how they spend the budget money for the people. Just amazing what they did in these years.
Yeah. It's really cool.
Yeah.
Did you enjoy your time there?
Yeah, but that was very hot because they sent us at the summer, June, July. I remember when our plane landed at the airport and I was feeling some hot air. It was first time for me, I thought airplane had a fire. Was looking around and when we came out, I feel this hot air, and I understood that the problem was not with the plane.
Yeah, this is your reality for the next 3 months. Yeah, this is. I haven't been there, but Nikos has told me that he never goes there in the summer again after he did once because it's like so hot. You don't want to be there.
No.
Typical Monday morning for us, man.
That's my dog. He's now 9 years old, and my daughter, she's 14 now. He's always with me even now. He's laying under my table. This is me and my sister when we was kids in the Soviet Union.
I have such photos as well.
Yeah.
I just took an album from my parents in October as I was in Bulgaria. Very same style. Bulgaria was also part of the Soviet Union shit. But yeah.
So I guess we can start about project, right?
Whatever you want to tell us.
I can't share a lot of my projects that I'm working now because all they are under NDA. Unfortunately, I can't even put in my portfolio. But last few years, I'm working on a project from Saudi Arabia and United Arab Emirates. So they all similar to other artists who is working on them. So anyway,
you can zoom in though because it's a bit far.
This is my
window.
This is actually a new project I'm working on. Full CGI as well.
The surroundings look awesome. The building, the building is great, but I don't like this type of architecture just, thrown into nature. It absolutely doesn't fit in there, honestly, but this is not your fault.
Yeah, it's not my part of the job.
Yeah. It's just, who sees nature like this and thinks, okay, this is what belongs there, this is what really fits. But once again, not your fault. Your visualization is awesome.
But
looks really
my
good.
favorites are these two, but I like this one more. I don't know, maybe because it's my first project that last years I was not working on my personal stuff because of the main job, and one day when I was scrolling Instagram and saw that some artists have a really good arts, and I just said for myself, why I can't do this when I have a knowledge in my head, and also I decided to record the whole process, and when I upload and see all these feedbacks from the people, I like it a lot. I was very I did not like cameras or when you talk while recording, but after my YouTube videos and all these feedbacks from the people, I decide one thing, that I need to share my knowledge with other people. Maybe and a lot, even the 3D Max ribbon tool, when you can use ZBrush and clay the surface for the terrain. A lot of people in my comments, they did not know that you can do this. I guess they just was moving by the hand all this vertex. It's so simple and very powerful tool for the modeling. And I said, yeah, I need to show people more, because nowadays you can make a price, but I want to do this for free. I want to give them knowledge. Maybe
absolutely
even for one person, if it will help to find the project, to skill up the level of renders, I will be very happy.
I can tell you it already, not about the one image that you're talking about, the other one with the Porsche. I watched the making of video, and I was very curious how you created this nice transition between the road and the natural surroundings. And as I saw you do this with decals, I was like, how smart is that? Why didn't I think of it? So you already helped at least one person, I can tell you that. And I'm sure I'm definitely
By
not
the
only
way,
one.
Theo, decals is very powerful feature in Corona.
It's true.
I was testing. I had a project in Bali, and I needed to make a valley with uh, rice. It's correct, right, in English? The rice.
Rice?
Yeah, correct.
Plants
ADP.
that they use for food.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
Yeah,
You mean
right.
paddy
Yeah,
field?
yeah, and
rice field.
they have a different type of this plant, and it has its own color. In 3D Max,
Yeah. Like squares, right?
yeah, like in a row. In 3D Max, you could use a few type of plant and use forest pack or stuff like this. But I took one model, one type of the plant, scatter it on the surface, and find on the Google aerial grass picture, and I cut
Yeah.
it in a Photoshop and put on the decals above the plant model. And you can make opacity map with a soft opacity at the edges, and it will
Yeah.
project on the plants and the landscape. It's a really, really helpful method for the big scale images.
Can you make a small tutorial on this?
Uh,
Maybe I can imagine it now, but it would be awesome to see it. Maybe only this part, not your project if it's NDA,
yeah,
but
Yeah.
only this part, because this sounds so smart and so time saving that it would be awesome for people to see it.
maybe I will find a
Yeah, and it
Regia.
conserve resources and
Mountains model the spell?
Yeah, I used TyFlow. It's a software, not a
Up this like
plugin. Yeah,
update. That's your topic.
but it's really com- hard
It's pretty easy to
understand.
do that in
Yeah,
Python.
but all these masks you need to make so much change settings.
Adjustments.
Yeah, click
Yeah.
here, click there to have output.
Yeah, the problem starts when you go to 4K and above, then slows down, and yeah, it's
Abdi,
the scaling
do
of
you
it
have
is
a paid version or a free version?
I have the paid version.
Does it works faster for the?
Sure. The paid version, the biggest difference between the free version and the pro version is that the pro version uses all the CPU cores, but your free version uses just one. That's the issue that you run into. And if you have that, that will become a pain in your back when you create stuff like that. So you're gonna wait a long time to, especially if you go to above 2K
Yeah.
in your case, it will start to struggle enormously. That's what happens. It's not because of the CUDA and stuff. It's just because of usage of your CPU cores. Because there is a misunderstanding with the CUDA that most people have. They think CUDA will accelerate actually your workflow, which it does not. CUDA will slow down everything because it needs more time to calculate all the things more accurate. But CUDA is used for special cases, so multi-fracturing and stuff like that is using CUDA. But for the terrain that you are creating here, or that you can create with TyFlow, it is all CPU based. So, and if you have just one core out of your 8 or 12 or 24, whatever you have as CPU,
Yeah.
then yeah, you are just slower, much slower. That takes time.
seems like you need to invest in the full paid version if you want to continue doing this and save time,
Yeah, yeah.
Michael.
or just take your time, and then in today's stuff that you can actually go and increase the quality with AI afterwards. So that's one thing that can help you, just to change the mountain in the background with AI,
Yeah,
and then you're good to go.
but it's
But
not.
you know what, the biggest problem is actually getting the textures out of it. That is a pain in the ass. So that is something that is not working. So it uses that what is it called? It creates the mesh stuff out of it. It does the texturing based on a map. But you can't get rid of that. You can't put just another texture on it. That's a little bit of a struggle. But what the cool thing is, you can go and filter out which segments that you want to have as a mask, for example, and then use the green area as a separated mask for it, and then use that in Forest Pack to scatter your trees or your greenies just on that green area and not on the entire mesh and stuff like that. The same goes with the water and the rivers and all the things. That is a cool part of it. It's pretty powerful. I love that. But yeah,
So does it
it's
even
just
use those black and white maps like
no. It's
to
not just that
where the
you
different
can't
roads?
go and project your own maps on it. That's not gonna work. Even you turn it into polygons and whatever, it just bakes it in there. That's a problem.
So this is
And you can yeah,
Oh,
what
that
I
kind of stuff you can
yeah, what I did here. I export all the masks for the rocks,
yeah,
grass, second layer of the grass.
yeah. That's
Uh,
what I'm saying. That's cool.
for example, you
That
see.
is what it allows you to do that. Yeah.
Yeah, and in 3ds Max, I did not use the main diffuse map from the TyFlow. Uh, I I pick a rock, and in Corona I
Yeah.
used UV map randomizer with
Okay.
you can change the scale in the Corona, not use the UVV map modifier.
Yeah.
Yeah. The same is with V-Ray. That's what you can
Yeah,
do
and
to randomize.
same with the grass. I had two or three types of the grass, and plus with the soil,
Yeah.
mix it with the mask, and that's it. And also I had a displacement map on the rock.
Yeah.
Same
Well,
here.
But
displacement is not a big problem. The greenery and stuff is cool that you can just export it. You have TyFlow materials in the materials slot. If you go and check that out, it's Ty Beatmap or something, what it's called. And that allows you to go and read out those masks that you are creating inside of TyFlow itself. So you can actually select each material or each color of the material that you have, and then give it a name as a mask, and then go and read it out in your material editor. That's pretty cool. It's a powerful freaking tool.
Yeah,
But people are not using it that
no,
much.
no.
I don't
I
know.
started to use for this two project for first time. I was amazed how it works.
Yeah.
please continue
And you
doing
know
this
that
and
you
don't
have
do it.
these presets for it, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
They're really
Don't use
helpful.
AI.
presets are good for the starting point. Amazing.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. It saves a lot of time. And then you can go and, just disable one by one to see what is doing what exactly. And the rain effect is cool, what he built in. So and you can have the water levels set
Yeah,
up and etc.
this one,
It's
right?
pretty awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also, I had
And
those
you
the.
can
small trees.
also go and create roads in it, that you can
No,
combine it
yeah.
with the meshes that you have the path for your road or whatever. You can do that with it. You can do actually everything with TyFlow. But yeah, I don't know. People are too shy to use it, or they are scared No idea why,
Gerd is
but it
better.
is a pretty time saver.
And you can find any information on the web. You don't need to buy the books.
Exactly.
I spent maybe
No, there are lots of things.
Si Tio, dun sa ano, post ko may comment pala. Check mo.
I spent maybe a half day, and after I start understanding how it works, and it's super easy. You just need to.
It's actually intuitive. It's really intuitive. All you need is time, and time is your best friend when you're a designer. Don't rush your art. You can't rush art, anyways.
Yeah.
The small trees were forest pack scatter or
Yeah, I'm
scatter?
using forest pack. Yeah, a lot of years. I like this, hand painting stuff in a forest pack.
Yeah, that's cool. But the mid part you can do also with the spline today, which is new feature actually in Forest Pack 6 point something.
Yeah.
So it came out with the spline, so you can really have your spline and then scatter along the spline right now, which wasn't possible before that. That's pretty cool. You know what is hard to manage with the Forest Pack sometimes is the scaling based on the slopes and stuff. That is not working the way it should sometimes, and this is why the spline scattering is pretty cool, really helpful.
And that soft look that you got in the back of the mountain in this image, like, was it post-production or, I mean, because that looks like, a painting or a sketch that has been put behind. How did you manage to do that?
About fog?
Yeah, the fog and I mean that entire mountain.
Fog.
Everything is so soft in the back. It looks like really it's watercolor rather than render.
Yeah.
Just I will open this. I want to show you guys a raw render. Render.
Just so you know, we don't doubt you. We just are curious how you achieve this effect.
So this is
how did you manage
a raw render? It does not have this fog here because file was heavy and I rendered fog separately. Let me find out where is it.
Is that can be due to camera focus, Theo, or Z depth, or like what? Like, what do you think? Like, I mean, that effect because it's like a painting that has been there behind.
I guess it feels like painting because of this mount shape and texture. This is the base map from the TyFlow.
Yeah.
That's why it's I don't know. It looks like a smooth and not real.
Yeah, that's because the displacement is not there on the maps in TyFlow. That's a problem.
So this is my fog models. It's actually a VTB file I created with Phoenix plugin.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, I put it for the to feel better distance. And and it
area perspective.
And background sky.
And you exported the atmosphere.
Yeah.
The atmosphere channel.
Yeah. So this is all fog with random density, and also I generate this sky with a magnific prompt was painting style sky with some clouds and some artist name, so it gives you a really good sky for this.
That's nice.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. The passes are really important. So to work with them, and it makes your life easier. So you don't wait for countless render times and stuff. If you go and render it all together, that is a killer. You're just gonna wait and wait. Especially if you have GI in your fog and etc. So
And in Corona, you can render only a pass. This is so cool that you can just focus on a pass.
Corona and V-Ray, you can just render out the passes and then bring them into Photoshop and then combine them together.
Yeah,
that's what you should do. That's actually what helps a lot to save a lot of time. Which the downside is if something is wrong, you have just to go back and forward all the time. That's the thing. But in Photoshop, you can fix so many things today. And there you go.
So this is my Photoshop file for this one, and this is paint clouds I put on the top of this. Yeah, soft life is just this one. In soft light with opacity, you can do this with like merge all these layers.
Yeah, exactly.
Blur a bit. Maybe make some.
You can also use there's another blur system that you have. If you go to filters, you have some depth and stuff that you can use instead of the Gaussian blur.
And it gives you some soft effect on the image.
Yeah. Harmonizes everything. That's cool.
Yeah, and this is my VDB clouds. You see a different how it's.
Yeah,
and after we sharpen a bit. See def.
Nice work.
Yeah, it's very simple because I spent a lot of time in 3D. Even raw image was actually good. You don't need to spend much time in Photoshop after this. And most important,
you can also use the Lightroom if you want to. But I don't like Lightroom.
Lightroom I always use with my commercial projects all the time.
Yeah,
Lightroom is dope. What do you not like about it?
Yeah, I go rather. I know. It's a cool tool, of course, but I do that rather in After Effects than in Lightroom, to be honest, because there is a lot of possibilities to do. But I bring it to Photoshop, and then from the Photoshop to After Effects, and then do the rest of it. Because in After Effects, I can go and separate. Yes, in your case, I would separate the clouds even more, and then do the turbulence on it and move them a little bit so it's animated. But it's kind of
in your case, of course, ASR 3D and motion graphics. But
you don't need always. But I think motion is just bringing life into everything. It's helping you to tell the story even more accurate as you have it in mind. Because at the end, even you have a still image, your brain starts to work on some motion so that you can imagine what's going on. But if it is there, it's just much easier, and it's easy to do. It's not a hard task to accomplish or something. For such cases, you can just mask it out and then put some turbulence on it, and that's it. But yeah, it's cool.
Yeah,
even that is
cool. True. Michael, I wanted to ask you about this SUV shot. Is it a commercial one?
This one?
And by the way, you didn't tell us, like you told us about your school and art school and stuff, and right now it seems like you're doing 3D commercially. Are you self-employed or freelancer, or do you work as a part of a studio? What's your current situation actually?
Before 2010, I was working in offices. Also, I was working in animation commercial clips But from 2010, I wanted to work from home. I wanted to see how my daughter was growing up and to see my wife. I like to work from home.
Nice.
Yeah, same.
Yeah, this
Yeah.
was my
Reason.
main goal. And when I was working in the office, after I was coming home at the evening, I was doing a freelance projects, maybe till 3 a.m., 4 a.m., and at the morning, and I was going to the work in office. After 1 year, when I saw that more clients was coming to me, I just went from the office job, and I don't want to go back.
Once you're a self-employee, you won't go back.
Yeah,
That becomes an impossible task.
I think I'm very.
Once you get into of house, then you don't feel like going and working in the office. You feel like sitting in that
I
lobby
see.
of yours and working.
I see how other people just spending hours to get to the work in an office. All this
Yeah.
traffic is.
You know, if you can spend 8 hours for other people's work, you should be able to do that for yourself as well, right?
Yeah. That's why I love my job.
Yeah.
At home, you can work focused. At the office, you gotta talk with people, communicate, socialize, and all of this. And I think at home, you can just focus, do the work, and then be more flexible as well. And as Michael said, being able to see your kid grow, be around your wife, and just be at home, see all of this, and not just be the one who comes home in the evening, tired, just wanting to go to bed. Yeah. So
And if
totally.
you're, and from my experiences, to be honest, working in the office is not appreciated as it should be. So you are always just a number in the company. And that's what it is. No matter what you do, if you're 5 minutes late, then you're the ass. No, that's not it.
When I was working in the office, I was very motivated to do the job and bring the money for the company. I was doing it like for my company doing now. But
Yeah.
there was a moment, the client asked me, not client, my boss told me that we're doing a big park for the government, and he asked me if I can to spend the night in the office to finish. So I said, okay, why not? I started at the morning, was working all the day, all night, and the next day I was working
To the next morning.
till the next evening. At the end, I was alone at the office, and I was starting to hear some voices in my head. I was alone in the office. There was a long, dark corridor, and I was hearing some voices that, the scary movie effects. And I said, no. I called him. I told him that I need to take this PC from the office to the home because I can't sit anymore. And the deal was that if I would finish this job, at the moment my daughter should be born in a week or something like this, and he told me, if you finish this job, I will give you 1 or 2 weeks of the vacation. And what happened? He lied to me. He did not even remember this. And I said, no, I need to change something.
Yeah, asshole.
It will get recorded, Theo.
It's recorded. I know. This is why I said it.
I don't give a shit about this. Because
No, some bosses are like that. The more you give, the more they want to take from you without giving.
Yeah, that's it. At the end, they're gonna bite your hand.
Yeah.
But in freelance, I know my time. I can spend all night, but I know that this is for me and my family. Client happy, we happy, and I can finish and I can sleep next day, and not think about that I need to go to the office. Yep.
And flexibility is great, but it's of course it comes with this uncertainty that you cannot count on having this and that. There are ups and downs. Sometimes there are bad phases, and then you feel bad for not maybe making as much money as you want to put food on the table and all of this. So it's
Yeah, but
pros and cons.
Theo, that is the thing that people are always saying. Having a job is more secure for their life, but of your boss. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? So there is no security in that in this case. It's just however he feels, you're gonna deal with it. And you never know when you are the next to go or when you are the next to take over others people's job because they went away or they were fired or whatever. And if a company fires someone, then the first thing that they do is putting the stuff on your shoulders because you're already there. And then they forget about getting assistance and stuff for a long time. So you're gonna get exhausted for no reason. That's what I'm saying. So
forget.
if you can spend 8 hours up to 12 hours or maybe 18 hours in one office, you should be able to do that for yourself 2 3 hours or 4 hours a day. Then that's a better security. Even you are not earning that monthly secure income or whatever, but you have the freedom, which is priceless. Yeah.
That's true.
Yeah.
And once again, being around your loved ones is also pretty priceless, I would say as well.
Of
So
course.
yeah. So now back to the question because I kind of asked about your current situation. So you're currently actually working as a freelancer and doing mostly archviz, right?
Yeah. Exactly. Yeah. I have. I'm working. Last years I working with the same clients, and I like it because they know how I work and I know what they need. This moment is very
Yeah.
important, and for now I don't have any problems with the projects or clients. All is smooth like a butter. Yeah.
Good for you. We're happy to hear that.
Yeah.
That's awesome. It's
And
not the case with them.
uh,
I would like to ask, where you get inspiration to do all such kind of projects? Do you watch something? Do you read something? Do you travel? How you get your inspiration?
yeah, actually, I like to take pictures. I have a Sony uh, uh, A7 III camera, and this place is here in Georgia. It's called Kazbegi. This is a village, and it covered with these huge mountains. We, when you travel, you have like marks in your mind, in your brain, and you, as artist, I always, when I on the nature, I'm thinking, maybe I will do some piece of this beautiful nature in my project. And also, I like off-road. This is my car, and
Yeah.
I like to,
Cool.
yeah, to go some places where other people can't go. Yeah, and this everything is inspired me to make these projects.
Yeah.
It's visible that it's not only made for exposure, but that there is personal attachment to those two images. Somebody who actually loves nature, likes spending time in nature, understands nature. It's visible. It's yeah, I can clearly say.
And what I like in our professions that some people just see only mountains, but we see details.
Okay.
We see how grass have a translucent effect, backside, and
Yeah,
other people just not catch this with eyes, but we do, and you enjoy with this process.
You can always recognize a 3D artist in nature because all the other people have happy faces, and you see a 3D artist has this face which is deep into the
Focus.
on how can I create this in 3D? You know, how do I achieve this effect and that effect and all of this? It's
No, that's a nice waterfall.
Yeah.
Go down left.
Yeah, here.
Phoenix, yeah.
Yeah. Well, Phoenix will kill you in this case. It takes so long to do that because you need the mist and stuff that is just crazy.
Yeah, all these places are in Georgia. So
Georgia is beautiful.
Yeah, we have a really
So
good
green.
landscape. Yeah.
Lovely.
And this is my friend Carl. We also fishing guys. We catch and release.
Oh.
Look at
Catch the release.
yeah. This
Nice.
I mean,
Yeah, Matt, like, I'll ask you one question. Like, the people who are with you, like, like you might be having a group with you. Like, are they all 3D artists or like, because usually freelancers tend to have a group, like, how Danushka has the Sri Lankan gang. Like, along with you also 3D artists that are involved with you?
unfortunately not. We had before COVID CG Fest, and there was a lot of artists there, but after COVID, I don't know, everything just quiet, no signals from the people.
Oh.
Unfortunately, this is the situation what we have now. But I don't know.
Okay.
Yeah, nothing happening in CG here. But I'm glad we have a campus, and we can talk and share to each other.
Yeah, so that was the next question. Like, how you find campus? After joining and being a part of campus, like how do you feel? Is the group going along?
I feel that it's very good. It's very good to have conversation and see people. I hope other people will also use camera on the stream, because when you see eyes and motions on the face, it gives you more emotions.
That image with the dog looks like airport and some drug packs.
No, this is how I go in on fishing, all this stuff, and
I know.
and Abdi, when I took the roads or some stuff, he knows that I go in a good place, and he just he's the first. Looks, and he's very nervous if I not take him, but I always take him.
Oh.
Yeah, you should.
Okay, but now he thinks, this time maybe you want or something. Okay. But honestly,
yeah, what?
About your friends, your friend group, you said they're not 3D artists. I think it's very healthy for 3D artists to be around people who are not 3D artists, who have other interests, who tell a different story rather than Max crashing again and all of this. It's actually very cool. You have the campus.
Yeah.
Imagine you go on a picnic tour and then talking about how the Max crashes. That's the last thing you want to know about.
And the scattering.
No,
Scattering of the grass.
I don't talk with
the
them.
water flow.
I don't talk with them about transparency.
Look at the reflection of the fireplace. Oh boy.
Yeah,
that's a cute dog.
Huh?
It's a cute dog.
Yeah,
really lovely.
Yeah. I don't have any problem with him. He's like a furniture at home, Sometimes I'm just looking. Where is Ronnie? Ronnie. Look at
I wish my one does.
Ronnie.
Completely opposite.
just somewhere.
The furniture. Okay, now I understand.
Yeah,
That is the first black dog I see without red eyes, to be honest. Really.
Is this your
All
wife?
dogs
yeah.
are
Me and
black.
my wife, we was on this water reservoir lake.
Lake.
This
Yeah,
photo is great.
Nice.
It's a lake.
The photo is great. It's so wide.
yeah.
Awesome.
Look at these details, Theo. You see, the water level goes up, and it looks amazing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's awesome. Looks
But it's one of
unnatural.
those things, if you visualize it, people will be like,
Yeah,
where's the smooth
It's wrong.
transition?
Why is that bad?
It looks fake, but it
yeah,
is actually
but it's
really,
nature.
really cool. Yeah.
Yeah. it-
But why is
But the
it that
problem-
round? What was it? Is that in autumn?
Underwater.
Yeah, it's now autumn.
They had a problem with the UBW.
We have a dump on the left side. Is it correct, right? That blocking the water.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
A dam.
damp. Yeah, at the summer they open in a bit to make a flow for the farmers. Yeah, and the level goes down, and
Yeah.
after winter it fill up again.
Oh,
Yeah.
so there is a dam by the lake over there.
Yeah, river goes
Yeah, of course.
to the lake, and other side they have a dam.
Cool.
Almost all.
This is the same lake that,
No,
that
this-
you are took photograph?
This is a different lake. This one.
Okay.
I see.
This is my favorite place, and when you go, they should build in Soviet Union the bridge here for the railway, but I don't know why they left it. And I like how it looks. It looks like a monument. I was at the morning with the mist, and the effect was just amazing.
Nice.
Nice places.
It kind of feel like something is buried underneath the ground, like 80% of it ground and only 4 of it
Yeah.
came up.
Like the ancient cities or something. You're gonna find the
Yeah.
pyramid. There.
Yeah.
Or the Easter Island stages.
Yeah.
And this place is it's the biggest river in Georgia.
What is it called?
Alazani River. And you know what happened? Maybe 2 days before we meet, there was a water flood because a lot of small rivers from the mountains goes to this river, and small rivers go up and they flood the city and the villages. And it was a weekend, and one of my friend, he told me, let's go for the fishing, because we all are working, we hard from the work, and we did not even thinking about the water flood. And he told me, I know the good place where nobody will be there. And from the road you go in a forest, and it was the night, and when we just turned to the forest road, all what I was seeing, it was the
Underwater.
water. Yeah, water maybe on 40 centimeters. And I was like, what?
Oh,
Yeah. You and it's first time you don't even know where to go, you just follow your. He was telling me that
Instinct.
Yeah, he told me that he knows, but he did not know. He asking me where to go. But
He panicked.
we drive maybe around 3 kilometers in this forest, and we came to this beautiful place. But result
Nice.
is this.
That's what an
yeah.
SUV
Well,
is for.
this is exactly. That's why you have that car.
Yeah.
You try that with the Porsche. It's not gonna happen.
And
So you have what kind of lens do you have for your Alpha 37?
it's a Tamron, maybe 25 to 72. They have only one lens in this range, so I can't remember. exactly, but its maximum was 72.
It's a wide range actually.
Yeah, but
25 to 70.
this lens has a big problem. Dust is going inside from the latest lens. It not
That's
depends on the images, but when you look, you see all this dust is.
it makes it more
Yeah, but spending 2 or
in character.
3K in Sony lenses when you just a guy who's like to take pictures, hard to believe.
Yeah. Because the photos are great.
Yeah, thank you. And this year we had a extremely high amount of the snow.
Yeah.
This,
Same.
yeah, this is another lake. It's maybe in 1 kilometer from my home. I took dog and family here. Look at this beautiful.
The lake is not frozen, is it?
No. But a lot of snow.
The photo at the bottom, can you show it? Can you zoom on it? The lake photo at the bottom. This is really good. I
It's
love the
with
contrast.
iPhone.
Yeah.
This one is with
Yeah.
iPhone.
It's just the contrast between the dark water and the snow.
Yeah.
It's just
Yeah.
That silhouette looks nice.
It's
together with the dark sky.
Super.
nice places, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why I'm.
And by
not
the way,
moving.
exactly the way I imagine those sessions, like just hanging out, showing some of your surroundings, some of your life, so that we get to know each other better. This is exactly how I want it to be. Not a PowerPoint presentation with your best works and like self-promotion. It's like, hey, here I am. Here is what I like. Here is where I live. This is it. I love this. I love this.
Yeah.
Like Mikael last time with, hey, here I listened to Blackpink and The Course and Drowning Pool. I love this. Or I'm a foodie. It's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was thinking about this podcast before when you told me if I want, and yeah, I decided to collect some images here and just show you and not spending time on the folders. Just find. I mean, it's yeah, this is what I wanted from the podcast, and we just talk like old friends here.
Yeah. When we needed a casual hangout,
Yeah,
Yeah.
just sit.
But we now better understand where you come from, like where your images come from. Looking at those photos, I now understand how
Yeah.
those images came to life. This is the thing.
This
The
shows a
person
lot.
behind it.
This shows a lot. The pictures with what he submitted in the campus.
Now you
He
see where
knows,
they're coming from.
everything. Yeah.
Yeah,
He
the
knows
inspiration and
he knows nature.
Yes.
It's
And he
awesome
knows
too.
3ds Max.
Yeah.
It's a good
Yeah.
combination.
And
And TyFlow.
TyFlow, yeah, TyFlow.
TyFlow. Well, you all should know TyFlow for several reasons. Believe me.
We do our best, Abdi.
Trust
Right.
me.
So
Your best. You remember
our
that
best
meme?
is just not a lot, okay? It's just very limited best.
Yeah, TyFlow.
If Abdi was the headmaster, he would say, if you don't know TyFlow, you're not entering the class. Stay out.
Seems like I have to leave the campus, so I'm sorry, my friends. This is the last
If you
day.
don't know TyFlow, we are not going to fishing.
Yeah.
No, but now we can understand, let's say, the SUV render at the bottom, like
This one?
it makes so much sense, right? That it's a free work, or is it a commercial work?
No, it's just experimental work with AI background. I was trying to recreate some good looking background from the prompt, and I must say I spent maybe 1 day to find a good one.
There is one problem with that image that I see, to be honest. It looks like the whole fog trail is coming from the car, which is kind of impossible. So you should change the coloring for the dust on the car backside.
Yeah.
So, and then and then crump, just make it last not that long.
Yeah, it looks
You
like
know what I
a
mean? So
fog now.
the, yeah, this, yeah, exactly. The dissipation should be higher and the color should be a bit darker. So it's not mixing with the fog. It looks like, that the whole trade is coming from the car. So, which gives you some ideas where the road is going to, but it is not
Yeah,
natural. So
you
it's
know,
kind of,
this was more like experimental for me I start to use AI.
yeah, I'm just
Yeah,
saying.
and also this one with the background and the lighting, and
I like that much better, to be
yeah,
honest.
this one is better.
It's beautiful.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and
You model
that's
the
really
car?
nice.
this is the latest generation of my car. That's why I decide to make this
Yeah.
one.
The
Did you
tires
model
are
it?
No, I bought the model of the base car, and after I changed the wheels and tires, also
Yeah, okay.
it had problems here with the modeling. I fixed it, and
You can find some nice cars on 3D Hum. They have really high quality stuff. And even ArtStation, there are some people delivering for really less money, high quality cars.
about
That's really,
ArtStation,
really cool. Yeah,
this is a scanned car, but you can't use the
yes.
materials because they was bugged. So I took the base and then remodeled this stuff. So
The Raymond and
yeah, all
Pioneer.
this equipment, but it's good. You can not spend so much time on the modeling and just.
Yes.
I mentioned the user who made it in my post, so I think he must be happy.
yeah,
You
that's
should
good.
credit people. It's
And
a lot
also
of
gave it your
work.
own touch with the Georgian flag and it says Georgia on the license
Yeah,
plate and all of
yeah.
this. These are the things that I love to see. This personal.
Touches.
Even if you buy a car and you don't need to rework the materials or add to it, you can at least add a few stickers or at least a funky license plate. On my license plate it would always say Guten Tag or something like this, just so that's a bit more fun, a bit more personal.
Yeah, also these small elements about these splines, and this spline is connecting to the hood, and this, I mean,
This
Yeah.
this adds a ton of storytelling. This is totally the adventure part here, of course.
yeah,
This is
you
awesome.
can use AI and have this image maybe in
Yeah, just put a card in it.
Yeah, but you're not enjoying with the process. I like to spend
Yeah.
time on the details. Test this
Yeah.
light, test this shape. This is what.
And this road, it should have some cracks on it. Because it's a natural environment, it will break your asphalt anyway. So just put some cracks on the road and make it a little bit more damaged. That would look
Yeah.
even better. I think.
But
It's a Swiss road,
but it can't also if you see. I was looking for the images for this project of the road, and I found a very good asphalt in a real life. So I think it's all depends on the reference where you take ideas.
Yeah.
If at the moment you see the cracks, okay, I will do it. If you don't see, and maybe you forget, I mean, it's all your vision.
Yeah. No, I mean, it's nothing wrong with it. I mean, it could add some more natural feeling because the environment is rough, and then you have that soft road.
And also,
Just
I had ships here, but unfortunately they're
yeah.
not visible well. But in the making of video, I put in a
Someone ate them.
no, I put in a timeline the moment when I starting to zoom the camera in a viewport, and it goes right on the ship face. Maybe I will find and put a screenshot or give you a timeline. But nobody mentioned
Yeah,
it
please do that.
in a videos. Maybe I will find.
Yeah. Just like how Nigel find my bird nest in the tree later on.
Yeah. It just sounded after 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Tell us about the
That's
Sakura one. This
beautiful.
one is great.
I'm also a big
Yeah, that
fan
looks
of the
awesome.
GDM because my first
Is it that one?
it's yeah.
Yeah.
My first car was a Mitsubishi FTO, if you know this model. It's
I don't.
I gotta Google it for a second.
my
Mitsubishi.
friend FTO. Yeah, he imported this car for me from the Japan.
That's cool though. To have Japanese friends is also really cool. But this image is great. It could be like a smartphone background or something like this. If you
Yeah, I started also with Magnific to find an idea. The prompting was a GDM style car in the Japanese nature, big tree with red leaves, and it was giving me a lot of wrong, not wrong, I mean, not what I wanted. And in one moment, I found this background and I stop on it and download.
You should put it. Is that a Mitsubishi car?
This one? No,
The blue one?
it's
Yeah.
Nissan.
That's
No,
it's a Datsun.
but it's a Nissan, right there.
oh.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Datsun is a type of it.
yeah. It's like Toyota and Lexus, or Nissan and
They're the same
Infiniti.
umbrella.
I
Yeah,
I
that's
had this idea in my head, and I wanted to find if Magnific could generate it. And I like it. This also was like experimental for me. But this one is
nice. I love this one.
full CGI, so no AI. We did not hit AI. This
I love this camera. This is such a beautiful angle from above.
this
It
one,
makes
right? Yeah,
the car.
yeah.
Yeah, you just see the whole car, and I mean, come on, old cars have so much more class. It's like those Parisian apartments with the moldings and stuff compared to the new apartments, which are
Yeah.
just look at all the details, at the steering wheel. It's so much nicer.
Boxes.
Yeah, they are.
Like Jay.
Look, this is
I know.
just an art. I mean, this cars is an art.
Yeah. What is it in Jaguar? I
Yeah,
couldn't
yeah,
see it.
Jaguar.
Yeah, nice Jaguar. Like the F-Type is probably one of my favorite cars of all time. I wanted to visualize it at some point. You know the F-Type, right?
Yeah, yeah. And
The old one.
this is just some regular projects that I working for one of my clients from Germany.
This is how your, let's say, commercial work usually looks like.
Yeah, for
Prefabricated houses?
for the residential. I mean, they want green. They want to look at happy situation. Yeah,
Sun, yeah. I know German club.
yeah. You in Germany, right? Though.
Yeah.
So this.
The evening one was great, though. I really liked it. Like, it has very nice atmosphere.
That's cool, yeah.
Michael, I wrote a review to your work in progress, and yeah, I was talking about the lighting. So maybe a scenario like this one, like the evening one that Michael just shared, maybe this could be something for your building. Or do your clients want a day shot?
They wanted a day shot.
No, no.
Yeah, because you already have the interior, you know. But okay.
Yeah, we'll check later. Yeah, later.
You can do a night shot for your portfolio or something.
Yeah.
Just for yourself.
In my case, they wanted
This is
one
great.
night version, and I did it.
Okay.
Yeah. Also, I like this project. It's in Netherlands.
That's
He
beautiful.
wanted to
Yeah,
2 types of seasons.
these types of roofs
Yeah.
you won't find in Germany.
Just
But that's beautiful.
yeah,
It's
looks like
so soft.
illustration, not CG.
Yeah, so nice.
Mhm.
And this also is full CGI. It's all these stones. This project should be like more a concept render, not a real life render, so just to show for the clients.
Mhm.
But looking at the river, it looks almost like somebody who occasionally goes fishing and has seen many rivers.
It's the same river,
Who did that.
same river when I was Alazani in a and it all looks rock. It has a stone. Yeah,
Yeah, coast.
yeah.
Yeah,
I had
it's
what though?
yeah, it's visible that this river looks authentic, like for somebody who has actually seen a river and didn't only just make a riverbed and put some water in it just because rivers look like this. This looks like this specific river, and that's awesome, honestly.
Yeah,
And also the clouds I like a lot here.
yeah, they provide me the real images of the situation, and I did it. Yeah. By the way, this is in my city. We had a competition, and my client won. My architect's clients, they won the first place, and now they will start building this.
Nice. Congratulations. And great framing with the cars. It's very authentic, showing that the urbanity of the situation. Like, that there are cars there are parking spaces, there is a big street in front of it. We can already see this without showing many cars in front of it and distracting the viewer from the actual building. Very
Yeah,
nice
also I
framing.
like this reflection on the dark car and here from the
Yeah.
building. Yeah. I was not planning to do this shot, but when you move camera in an interactive and you just like see in a second the good spot, you stop it.
Yeah.
And this is an old project, but I think it has a good lighting here.
Oh yeah. Very atmospheric. Very, very nice. And can you go to this detail with the plant? It's the close-up with the plant. That's to the right.
No. With the red flowers,
This
the pink
Yeah,
flowers.
this one.
Yeah, it's
Lovely.
nice.
Just take a look at this. It's so beautiful.
Let me know in chat if you guys could.
This is the type of image that I would then
So there's
gift to my
recipe,
clients in the end. If the work was good, I would gift it then to my
I
clients
set your
for
chat
their
window, set your chat
booklet.
window every
yeah, I
day.
give him give him this.
Joyce Angelo, si Paul,
And they would love it.
Yeah, they like a lot
Solomon.
also this drone shot. They did not
No,
want a drone to have a
but
drone
only
here.
get
I
this one
give
before
him
You know,
original.
who shot that photo from the drone?
Yeah,
Is the question.
The other drone.
Drone shooting the drone, but who cares? It's look beautiful.
But yeah, so anyway, guys, welcome
It was a
to
drone with
today's,
GoPro.
Yeah.
pub Q&A.
The helicopter following.
And kasama to, because I did not, like technically this isn't
Where does
part
this
of
second
being
Huh?
part of the hub, but
sound come from?
Yeah, some sound coming.
Not from me.
Okay.
I guess
Now it's
Michael, someone is talking. I don't know who. It's okay.
But it wasn't Michael. I made him mute and it still was there. But anyway, it's good. Now it's gone.
It's a radio.
Somebody was like, "Oh, this talk is boring for me. I'll just turn on the radio." But I loved your presentation. Honestly, I think do you also have Georgian clients, or are your most of your clients from outside? Like you said, German clients.
From Georgia, I have 1 or 2 clients, which they are young architects and they know how to work on outsource. So I don't need to go to office. but the most our Georgian clients they want to meet you, but I don't have time because I have a daughter. I need to take to the school, then back.
Yeah.
I have a dog. I need to take him out at the morning, then at the evening, and you know, and the cities have such a shit traffic. When I go,
Okay.
I need to come back, and at the end, my head just blowing.
Yeah. I understand, but how's the market there? Like, I know Parallel are a Georgian studio, right?
Yeah, yeah,
They're very good.
yeah.
I really admire their work, and we actually had Georgi Bikurishvili
Yeah,
here
yeah.
talk about his render fix solution. And how's the market there? Like, is there enough work, or do you guys have to kind of look for work more elsewhere, like in other countries?
Here you can find a lot of work because all around we have new buildings, and the new buildings they need a project. Project needs a presentation, visualization. Yeah, you can find a lot of projects here, but I have my clients, and I don't want to change anything.
But is it well paid?
Yeah.
Like, because sometimes there is not enough local work, but it's just not well paid. And
Few years ago, maybe prices was low, but now our living prices went so high that I can tell you that in a shop we have a higher price on the food rather in a Germany or other Europe country. It's just crazy, Theo.
yeah, that sucks. That's like high inflation and stuff. Okay, that's
No, it's not it's not a problem.
Corruption, actually.
Yeah, problem with the businessmen, people who import the products.
Yeah.
okay.
And now
Yeah.
government is trying to fix it, but I don't know how they can do. Let's see.
Yeah, always these greedy people ruining it for everyone.
I will cut
But,
this from my record.
Well,
Yeah, it's
honest
maybe better. So.
But yeah, so but I mean, if there is enough work, that's really cool because looking at the group, I see that some people actually complain that they don't have that much work and they're struggling and stuff. So, having enough work around you locally and also being able to globally reach out to clients is a good thing. So, but obviously your quality is also very high, so it makes sense that people want to work with you.
Yeah, I'm trying to do my best, though. All these years
How long do you?
I never had any situation with a client when I missed a deadline. I will work days and nights,
Yeah.
but I need to finish the project if they give me.
How long does it take you for a project? What is the usual or average time you spend on a project?
For the first camera, I'm asking more time than for the next views, because if I know that client will need a few cameras, I'm building all the stuff in the one scene. I spend more time, but I know at the end I will win with this. So regularly.
Well, how long does it take? So about 5 to 6 weeks? Or is it 1 to 3 weeks?
No,
or?
around 1 week. For example, this project, let me find the top view so you can understand the scale. So this is the site, and this all the. My client gave me a good model of the houses.
Yep.
after I need.
What is a Revit?
No, 3ds Max.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
No, I mean the model that they give you, is that already 3ds Max model, or is it a Revit model
It
or
was
something?
Revit, but I have a friend who was
Yeah.
doing the modeling, and he did a model for me without textures, just a base model. And after I just
Yeah.
spent time on the landscape, on the scattering all furnitures and details, planting. So I guess the whole project for the first good VIP renders, it took maybe 5 working days, and there was around 8 renders.
Cool.
Nice.
Cool.
And you have also nice friends too, I gotta say, who make models.
I teach him modeling, by the way. I was
Oh, okay.
founding for him good tutorials, and was giving him some tips and tricks for the. Yeah.
But it is just the exterior so you don't do the entire interior design and stuff as well, do you?
Here I have a interior as well, but it just
Yeah,
You
I
don't
mean
show it.
shops like
no,
Yeah.
for this project, no.
It's just so that it is like lived in and not
Yeah.
empty, which makes sense with such a big painting.
Honestly, I don't like making interior projects.
Oh,
Yeah, for me it's just
Any particular
boring.
reason?
Why, dude? Why?
I don't know. I just don't like.
You don't enjoy interior
No,
design.
no.
Yeah.
I can't understand why, but yeah, this is what is it.
Well, it's different. It's just
It's a
it's okay,
preference.
you know. You don't have to do everything. You should leave space for other artists as well, so they can do the interior design for you.
Yeah,
That
it's
gives
a
you room
preference.
for collaboration.
Like, I think every aspect of visualization has its, pros and cons, and
And there's
yeah.
nothing wrong with it, you know.
Yeah, but it's also what challenges you prefer. Like with exteriors,
Yeah.
you need to recreate surroundings, urbanity, and all of this, which I personally enjoy. With interiors, you can get very quickly to the point where you all can show stuff and things like this. But then it's the time to scatter all those mini fucking things. Edit it
Yeah.
out, please. Decorations and all of that. And this is where I don't enjoy it at all. This is why I collaborate with Ines on this, because she enjoys this phase a lot and I do not at all. I'm just like, come on, I'm pragmatic. I want to see a sofa. I don't want to see that damn whatever blanket on it or whatever. I'm a tidy person. I would actually fold my blanket and not just throw it on the sofa and lay it like this. So, this is I enjoy exteriors more. But right now I bought 4 books on interiors.
Yeah.
Because this is our exercise, and I said that I'll participate. And I bought 4 books because for the first time, I can actually get into this topic. Because all of the time so far, I only had to execute without getting into the topic or properly understanding it. Maybe I'll enjoy it afterwards. Who knows? But yeah, it's a
Привет, в этом
preference.
видео я покажу, как создать
Theo, remember I was telling that my first job at office was animation stuff, and so this is it.
Is that full CG?
No, only the car.
Yeah.
It's AR.
That's real.
Nice.
What did you use? Is that Nuke or something?
For tracking?
No, no,
After Effect. After
composition.
Effect.
The tracking?
Tracking.
Also after.
I can't remember the name of the software.
Synthesize?
No.
You have FP tracker.
Yeah,
you
yeah.
have
There was a tracking point.
PF tracker.
PF tracker.
And
maybe
then-
something like this. Yeah.
Yeah, PF. Sorry, yeah, it's a PF tracker.
Also,
I'm using the Synthise. That's actually cool.
Also this.
This was cool though. I liked it.
Ta-da!
Yeah, that's cool stuff. Do you have a portfolio on CG Connect in the meantime?
Yeah. You followed me
Okay.
yesterday. Ah.
Oh yeah, that's true. Of course, I forgot it. Yeah, I'm sorry. I think it's especially now. It's a very good moment to make a portfolio there because there is so much traffic on the page. I mean, so much that even the servers give up sometimes. So if you put a new project up there, it shows up in the showcase and people will see it and it will give you more exposure. So now is a great time to actually share work there.
Also, I would like to have in a comment section the reply feature.
They're working on it. Yesterday I talked with Rick.
Yeah.
They're working because right now you can just add a new comment where you say thank you, let's say, to somebody or answer their question. But they're working on a reply feature. They're working on many things. Yesterday I had a lengthy talk with Rick to give him my own ideas and my own suggestions, and he showed me he has a notebook on his table and it's full of notes of how can be improved, what to do next, and all of this. And right after our talk, he had a talk with the devs to give them all of those ideas and so they're working on it. It will constantly improve. So that you can actually reply to commands. And I also wanted them to implement a batch project. Let's say when you upload the images, you have to give up the software that you've used on every single image, which if you have, let's say, a project with 15 images or 20, it would take forever. So I want them to implement a batch setup for your render so that you choose, let's say, 10 images and say, okay, they were all done with Max, Corona, whatever. So to save time. And yeah, they're
But the page
working on it.
Feels very comfortable for me. I was uploading 2 days ago and I mean, honestly, the CG architect before, right? I did not like how it was working UI and stuff like this, but this one, good job.
Yeah.
Even I saw yesterday, with Rick, because once you upload the project, there is no option to reorder the projects.
Yeah.
So then you have to think, what you have to upload first, which goes last, and whatever is the recent goes up. So they were working on that as well, reordering stuff. And there are some projects in, which might be just your photography work, like you click the photo and want to make like a portfolio or a project of that, which contains only your photographs. Then in that also it will ask you in which software it was made. I mean, it is not Corona, just a normal camera photographs that we have put. So those things at least needs to be removed. Like if something is not made 3D and it's just a photograph which you want to share as a project or a portfolio or something like that. So I mean, I spoke to him. He said they are working on that as well.
Yeah, yesterday I also showed Rick that when you upload something else which is not related to an industry, like it's my skeleton scene, the skeleton in that room, I uploaded it and I was like, okay, which category does it fall in? Because you say it's not an artist work, it's something else. And then you still need to find a category, and there was no category. So yesterday we introduced, while we were talking, he added the character category and illustration, and then I put it in illustration. So yeah, they're constantly improving this. This is what I really, really dig so much about this. And yesterday there was this very kind command from Francesco, who said how happy he is with what Chaos is doing. He is a customer, which I screenshotted and then shared. I probably shouldn't have, following the European rules of not giving out other people's whatever, but it's like a public group, everyone is in it. So I shared this with Vessi from Chaos, And she was like, wow, this is so motivating, so awesome that because they work, it's like 30 people who work right now on CG Connect, the whole time trying to do it as comfortable, as nice as possible. And it's so rewarding to them, not only about CG Connect, but also everyone who is doing all of those things, like Nikos and Hannes having those mentorships for absolutely free. This is amazing with all of their knowledge. And yeah, it's very rewarding to hear that people actually appreciate this and like this, because yeah, it is literally giving back to the community and nurturing it, not only on paper. All the companies say, oh yeah, the clients are the only thing which matters to us and we live for the clients and all of this, but most companies in fact only care about their profit. And while I don't find anything wrong with caring about profit and selling a project, this is what you're a business for, right? I think it's very important that you also care for your customers, actually care for them, and you can still make money but still care for the people that give you the money, right? And this is what I see happening, and this is why I'm so happy to collaborate with Chaos. Honestly, it's people might think, oh yeah, the dude just says it because he's paid. I never hide that I'm paid. It's just a job. I'm spend so much time in the group, but I still like what I do. I stand behind Chaos. This is the thing. So it's great. And I'm very happy to hear, Michael, that you also said it's more convenient to you. You're talking about those blocks, the UI, but also the blocks when you have the content blocks, right? When you have a new project and you want to create a new article or something, that you can just drag and drop and do all of this, right?
Yeah. Yeah, I
Yeah,
like
that's
how
really.
it goes with the web page.
And it's also great that now you can also share projects like the ones that we talked about today, because before that it was CG Architect and they weren't really architectural and it wouldn't fit on the platform, but right now they do.
And I like a lot job section. If people trying to find jobs, they can just choose full time, part time, freelance, remote. But I don't like it artist who is looking for the job. You know, uh, is it shows randomly artists because they need to make some system to make you hire. For example, if you make a project and client give you a good review or stuff like this, I mean, it just sorted without any settings for me.
Yeah, I understand. This is something that you definitely need. I'll give you an email if you don't have it yet. This is something that you definitely need to tell them. Just give them the feedback so that you know that this is a point which is on the user side is not that optimal, and they can work on or think about a solution for something like this. Just it's a CG Connect at campus.com, but I'll find the email and send it to you. And then just write them a short email and tell them what your issue is. And eventually, if
Share
you
it
have a
in the,
suggestion,
can you share it in the group?
what the email?
Yeah.
Sure. Okay. I shared it during the last show, but yeah, I will. I'll share it once again, for sure.
That'd be cool.
So that you really know where to reach out to them and give everything what you think about. Even if you have suggestions, not something to report, give it out. They listen. They do. I'll find it right out here. And I'll share it here as well, but I also can gladly make a post in the group, so that this community turns into exactly what we want it to be. Something that we really profit from. But yeah,
Cool.
Oh,
it's wait.
also, guys,
I lost you.
any
Yeah.
one of you using Confi UI or just learning? I started to learn maybe months ago. Then I had a project and
I'm actually trying out Spaces on FreePick, which is kind of a Confi UI if you want, but it is better in my opinion. So you have templates to work with and stuff like that. It's making the stuff easier, and it's called Spaces. I don't know if you have an account on things or not. what is it called? Free pick.
Yeah. Free pick is good that you told me about free pick so that I have unlimited generations with Nano Banana Pro because
Yeah.
honestly, so as often as I rework things from the group, if I didn't have it, it would be really difficult. I'll post this email here for you to see,
Thank
and I'll
you.
make separately a post in the group just so you can reach out.
PureRef 2.1 is out. I just shared it in the chat if anyone is interested. So,
But it kind of sucks that you gotta pay for the update. I have PureRef, but every update
yeah.
costs money.
Every development costs money, Theo.
Yeah, I would have but then I would have just bought a let's say like a lifetime license that you can do with Camo, for example. You can buy an annual subscription; it's cheaper, or you can invest $90 and then you have it for life. And I enjoy this a lot, even if it's more expensive the one time, but then you have it and then you get every update. But yeah,
And
good to
also
know.
you have free pick. Take a look at the link I sent in the chat. It's the spaces is actually really cool. Like it's
Yeah, I received the email. They sell spaces more like for something which is about marketing and advertisement and all of this.
yeah,
But
that is more or less what it is. But you have a couple cool templates there, and just
yeah,
play around. It's not cheap, so sometimes they are just charging a lot for the things. So for just experimenting, I would maybe do up to 3 things, maybe monthly. But it's a cool thing.
yeah,
I
it
guess the
is.
more templates they are creating, the better it becomes, and it's actually not that hard to work with. So it's kind of intuitive, if you wish.
I mean, regarding Confi
Difficult.
UI, I know that Konstantinos wanted to create a free course, I think, on Confi UI, or he's working on a free, at least entry course. I think that the rest is going to be part of his mesh mastery. But yeah, at least let's say the basics or something we will be getting soon in the group once he finishes preparing that course.
I mean,
So
it's really helpful for the concept, for finding ideas.
Mhm.
And
Yeah.
you can do it for free. I mean, on your local machine.
yeah,
Yeah.
I was just generating some. This is when I was just started to learn all these models and stuff. I mean, really cool stuff. I
Yeah.
think if you
And it's pretty fast.
Yeah.
That's a cool thing. You don't wait hours, just a couple seconds, and you have a new idea. It gives you ideas about details that you could easily forget about. So that's a cool thing about it. Nice compositions, actually.
Yeah. Um,
how big are the images that come out of it? What's the largest output size?
700,
It's about
1024.
Is it
Yeah,
is
two
it
and a
the
half.
maximum?
No, you can put in a setting put 2K, 4K, but for the fast
Okay.
renders, 1K is enough.
Okay.
Yeah, it's not
Yeah.
bad.
Also, I started for the challenge yesterday, finding ideas, and I already have some progress. So I will not share for now.
Nah.
But
But maybe you can share, work in progress at some point. I think I'll talk with Rick if that's okay to share on the campus. But oh no, actually, take a look at the Discord group here. If you take a look to the left side of our group,
Yeah, there's
you'll
VIP.
find challenges and challenge work in
yeah,
progress
someone started
at
here.
the bottom.
Actually, I'm doing a record for my challenge progress at the end. This is just a small section I was modeling this. This is a
This looks like
CG model.
nice. Looks like Stalker. Um,
Uh,
that's cool.
uh,
I'm really looking forward to what you come up with.
I hope I will
Um,
not a lot of job and I can finish this. This is a big problem.
yeah, please do. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's always the case. Please do. And once again, you have the Challenge Work in Progress channel here, where you can share your work in progress. And from time to time, I can also take a look and see if I can maybe support somebody. I don't know, people if they have any ideas or questions. If I can eventually help with some local feedback here in the work in progress. See if it works. I don't know. I haven't provided feedback on Discord yet. But yeah, definitely. Do any of you other guys plan to participate in this one?
I took a look at it, but I don't know if I can do that because it is about 30 days or something.
Yeah, it's until the end of February.
Yeah.
It's kind of short term.
I would maybe 1-2 weeks
I
would be
don't
good.
think that I can do.
Plus 2 weeks for
Yeah.
the challenge. Yeah.
But I created something else with Meshi. I don't know if you guys
Oh,
are
you've been
using.
doing your buildings with Meshi, right? Your buildings and vehicles. You showed us last time. This for your large.
It's just a sci-fi thing that I started to just experiment with.
Do you
just
have
to see what
unlimited
makes
credits on Meshi, or how does it go?
No, yeah, you have not too many credits, especially with my account here. I don't know which one we went with, but they updated monthly, so it's okay.
Okay.
And it is, it's only about 10 credits or something that you will spend on one image, and you have, I guess, unlimited free redo the same thing again, kind of a thing. And that was the building. That's just one side of it. But it
Nice.
came out nice.
Very
And that is
Star
just,
Wars.
yeah, that is based on a prompt.
That's why you need to
It looks like a model.
start learning Confi UI.
And this is another one.
But with Comfy UI, you cannot make 3D models, right?
No. You can just do images.
What, with Confi UI?
Okay.
Yeah,
Yes.
you can do.
Okay.
Models,
Yeah,
3D
but
models.
3D model?
yeah, but they on open source they using not the latest models of the AI. The latest ones they using for the what Abdi said.
Paper.
Yeah, but anyway, you can do. I was testing.
Okay, I didn't know that Comfy UI can also do 3D
Yeah.
models. That's of course cool if you can do it locally, even if it's a bit, let's say, old school. I mean, it's free. I mean, maybe you can at least figure out the correct prompt so that you then go to 3D to Mesh AI and create your whole thing. Oh, Arthur, you kind of missed the whole talk.
I know. But yeah, I needed to jump off quite suddenly. How was it? I saw the images, like the mountain image of yours, Michael, and it was just so amazing.
You mean photos?
Huge FOMO.
Oh,
What? No, I mean the one you shared on the Chaos Campus the other day with the truck.
Yeah, this one. Yeah.
With the
The Jeep.
missing trails, as someone
Yes.
pointed out.
It's just art. It's just so cool. Love this
Yeah, it was,
image.
how was the session right now? Was it good?
fantastic.
Yeah, it's always good. It's always good, isn't it?
Yeah,
Yeah, we share a lot of cool things.
we just chilling.
You see the person behind the works. This is so cool. And then actually, you could, after this session, we can tell why this image looks like it does. Because we know that he likes to go fishing. He goes to the mountains. He's with his SUV on the go. So this is a very highly personal one. It's not only just let's do something for the likes. It's just him in this image, and this is why it is so good as well. Apart from the technical brilliance of it, it's
kind of crazy. Like Michael, do you find yourself like your experiences is shaping what you do or how you do it. You know, like that. That's your experiences have like a huge influence
Yeah.
on what you do.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's kind of crazy, isn't it?
Yeah.
You know, I had this when I was young. I was playing Silent Hill and like Resident Evil, and I think I was like 8 or 10, which is insane, you know. But that was how the reality was here in Poland. So I was growing up in these nightmarish games, whatever. And when I was, I think 30 or like 29, I had this need to make something like scary or like horror, you know. And I'm like, my daughter just born. What the hell am I doing this like nightmarish Blair Witch projects? You know, where does it come from? But it stays there. Like you have your memories, you have your experiences, and you just need to flush it out. So yeah, in your case, a little bit more beautiful. You know, like hiking, I think is way better. Just, but yeah, 100%. That's very very cool.
Yeah. And please don't do too much AI because this will devalue your work. As you said, one can do an image like the one with the mountains with AI very quickly with a prompt. But the fact that there is actual craftsmanship behind it is what makes it even more special because what makes you a true artist. Because, yeah, I can prompt it, sure. And then what? Like, what can I do? I obviously can prompt nice stuff, but this is kind of limited. So I think you can use AI for enhancement and stuff, but make sure that you still use the classic workflow because this is what makes your work special to me. Not only the final outcome, but the way you've gotten there. At least, in the 3D field. Unfortunately for clients, what counts the most is just the result. They don't care how you reach it. I mean, if you can reach it in an hour with AI, it will cost them less, so they will be happy with it, I think.
Um,
But in the 3D world, it's for us, I totally appreciate the craftsmanship behind those images of yours.
yeah, I think it's like the thing about AI and in general, what seems to be fair can be brought down into how much you put effort into it in a way, you know, like what kind of a transformative power have you contributed to the piece. And this is with everything, you know, like if you have a video commentary video, then you cannot play a video and watch it just to have your video, you know, like you cannot do it on YouTube because this is like a rip-off of someone else's video. But if you pause, if you comment, if you explain, if you add more context, this has more transformative power to it, so it becomes yours. Like it's inspired by something, but it's at some point it's becoming from theirs to yours, you know. Same with the music, like it can have enough transformative power so it's yours. And same with AI, you know. I feel like if you just click a button, there's for me, there's for sure not enough transformative power within this act, you know. And same with even photo bashing, you know. If someone just takes two pictures of a mountain and like a grassy field and just put them together side by side, this is not enough. This is not photo bashing. This is a ripoff for me. But if you have like 10 images with a sprinkle of color grading, then we can discuss, you know. So yeah, you can just look at what's fair for other people. I think the standards are different, you know. But yeah, by the end of the day, you can ask yourself how much did you contribute it, and is it okay for you? For many people, it will be the bar will be here. For some, will be here. Like the hardcore 3D artist, the bar is literally at the very ceiling. You know, like no AI. This is where it's fair. So it's kind of a way to look at it. You know.
That you do have the skill, so you can just add to that skill. But the thing is that if people recognize some AI in your work, many will assume that it is done in more or less entirely with AI or to a larger degree with AI, which will devalue all the skill and all the thought and all of everything that you put in it. So make sure that you
Yep.
when you use AI that it's very very limited and it's
Yep.
just
100%. That's also circling back comes down to what are your standards in a way. you know, if your standards are that things that are you putting out there look like AI, or it smells AI, you know, like it smells a little bit fishy, then you know you put the message out there and people will decipher it in a way that it's not favorable to you. You know. So sorry, give me a minute. I will just answer. I'll go back in 5 minutes. Sorry.
We're used to it today, Arsha. But Michael, what do you think? Do you agree? What's your point on this?
For commercial project, I use AI. For example, I had a project in aqua park, project of the aqua park, and when we finished renders, client asked.
You're kind of frozen. I don't know what happens.
In screen sharing, I think so. We are able to see him moving his hands.
Yeah, the screen sharing, but in the app, he's just frozen. At least in mine.
Yeah. No, it's the same here.
Hello. I stopped the screen sharing.
You can stop the sharing eventually. If there isn't anything more to see.
Yeah, what I was saying.
And
I had a project with
your camera doesn't work.
No.
Yeah.
Now it works.
Now it's.
Oh yeah, so we were kind of frozen. We didn't know if you actually hear us or what you think about what we just said with Arthur. What do you think about it?
I was shaking all the time with the head.
Okay, good.
Yeah, so for commercial project, I use AI for the final retouch. For example, I had aqua park renders, and when we finished, client asked if we could add some white shapes of the wave in the pool, and and I just used AI, and he gave me a cool result. Imagine in 3D Max, you need the model or texture or stuff. Of course, you could do it in a Photoshop, but anyway, it would take more time.
Of course.
Yeah.
Use it to your advantage. Make sure that it's not visible, because it so that people to think that it's only AI, all of what you do.
For personal project, I like to use AI at the beginning when you're trying to find a good concept art. Just give you a
variation.
You can generate a lot of variation. You can combine. You can even take from this, put in a Photoshop on the other image, and just send it in Nano Banana ChatGPT Conf UI, and it will give you more variation. I think it a lot of it's give you a lot of good results, and you can choose. In AI, if you don't have a good taste, your final image will be bad.
If you don't know what you're doing, if you don't have a clean concept, if you go into the nature, you know how nature looks like, you take photographs, you have this feeling for nature, so you won't be doing something stupid. But I've already seen, because unfortunately many references in the meantime are AI, also on Pinterest, which absolutely sucks, honestly. I root more and more for AI free zones where I see only photos and not AI, because sometimes you see an image of a forest or something and you think, I hike myself also a lot. I love this. So I also spend a lot of time in forests, on meadows and stuff. And sometimes I think this is not how nature looks like. This is not a phenomenon, what we see here. It's just misinterpretation on the side of AI. But some people will take it as a reference because they think this looks beautiful. I'll take it. But this is not what nature would look like.
Yeah.
So, yeah. It's good that you do all the other stuff, the photography, the being out there. It has an impact.
Also, the reference, I remember when I was just starting to working on the project, one of my clients from Germany, he told me that I have a good skills, but I need to level up my vision, and he told me to watch magazines with furniture and stuff, and this really helps you to find good models for your project. Even you looking at the images and you see you like this brush. Okay, next time I can use this brush, and time by time you all have this in your brain, and it just automatically now works. When I'm scrolling the models, I am trying, I don't know, but I'm trying to find the best one that fits for the render. That's it. So
Yeah.
spend time for looking some beautiful images, some beautiful projects, and all this one day will become. It will.
It stays with you. It's your reference.
By the way,
Yeah,
guys,
I get,
yeah, I mean, sorry.
sorry, yeah, I was just
No,
saying,
go,
like,
go.
the eye gets strained, like, because for me also in interiors, like I use specific models in case if it's like a beige tone, then I'll not go for something which is like, a burgundy, like something which is red or green or something, and I'll just put like as a decor. I know that something beigeish will go with the tone, and like, if it's like something modern, I'll not put like a skull of a deer or something on a wall, like making it a little bit on a classic or an ethnic end. So like that eye gets trained over the number of years that you've been working, looking through references, and like trying to put certain things in certain places. So I agree with Michael, like you need to go through the references, books, magazines, like whatever you can, like, then you get trained by yourself. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
true.
Totally.
And I'm kind of curious, how do you guys use references? Like, can you articulate how you use them? What do you look for? Like, what kind of knowledge do you get out of it? Like, what the process looks like? Because we can speak about doing mood board and references, but what does it like? How does it look in real life? What, maybe just one example of anything that you done.
For me, I can.
I can start.
Okay.
Or let's Michael start, please.
Sometimes when one of my favorite movies, The Last Samurai, and I have it on 4K resolution, and I was just watching the movie and I saw the good shot, and I pressed pause and make a screenshot, and I just collecting all this, and when you start the project, you can just put it on the board and just with your vision, you just collecting all this data inside. This is what I am doing.
And then for example, you go to like 3D Sky or Max 3 and you try to find something exactly the same, or maybe that's something different.
Also, I'm using a speed tree and grow FX in 3ds Max plugin. Yeah, I can build plants by myself. So if I don't find a good model, then I will spend time and just rebuild it.
Oh, that's super nice.
Nice.
Yeah,
Yeah. Sometimes what I do is like Frankenstein stuff. You have this tree with the nice stump and this tree with the nice branches. So cut both of them and fuse them, and then you can have that what you're looking for.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, the references are kind of tricky. At least it was for me. I think 10 years ago, 5 years ago, they seem too abstract. Like there's just too many things happening in a reference. Like you cannot choose one specific bit because you can see how this bit would look in a different context. So yeah, this is what I'm curious. Like, do you have any difficulties finding a reference or using one? That's sort of, or maybe this is like super easy and natural.
All the time. I don't have one reference. I can't choose the correct one.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like, yeah, there's, and I also believe there's no correct one. Yeah.
Yeah. Usually, what I do is like I choose references for lighting, and then sometimes for the decoration part, like the arrangement or the style, and then the overall. If there's like an overall image, I will keep it like the overall, like light, mood, the feeling, and the decor, everything in it. but it is very rare that we find that overall one image that has everything,
Yeah, for sure. And then when you have like an inspiration for decor or something, do you copy it or you use it as a inspiration? How do you
Yeah,
usually use it?
I take notes from that why it is working for this image, and then I take those things into my image, the colors or the shape of it or the silhouette that is creating or whatever, that I try to understand why it is working for that image, that particular image, and then I transfer that to my image.
Oh, that's kind of cool.
Yeah,
Yeah, so instead of just like looking visual, you're just understanding, like reverse engineering the design and then making some notes on top of it. That's also cool.
yeah, me also. I'm never use only one reference. I just it's when you searching, looking at the good images. I don't know. It's all in the brain. Your eyes just remember these moments, and then you will have the final image which you like.
I
Yeah,
think it's both.
it's kind of yeah. Sorry.
Yeah, the best of the best.
No, I mean you can have. I have references that I want to implement. Kind of, if it's possible, I want to implement them pretty close to the original because I like everything. Let's say about a specific something, and then there are references that I try to gather and analyze to understand what's so good about them, what I like, what I don't like, and just when I understand the the basics, the foundation of what I like about those references, I try to create my own take or my personalized take, which is obviously adapted to the apartment or whatever that I'm currently working on. So there are both types of.
Yeah, the reverse engineering, like trying to come up with concepts hidden behind this image, that I like. I haven't looked at it from this angle. Before it was like either the reference is useless or it's too good, like the reference is just something that I can only copy, or at least a bit of it. So this is like how to use reference in a smart way. So it gives you some value, it gives you some information, but at the same time, it's not giving you too much information. That's the weird part.
You,
Yeah,
you, you don't want to
it
copy
won't be
them.
like a mirror image of your image.
Yeah.
Sorry, second.
It won't be a mirror image of what you're going to create.
Yeah, that's the
Otherwise,
thing. Yeah.
otherwise your brain start to mimic the same thing, like the shadows or whatever that you are looking for, and you will automatically create them, when you're rotating your HDRI or something, and the light hits that particular moment, and you will feel, this is the one, and you will immediately turn to your reference. The same exact shadows and all will be there. It will be
Yeah.
copying at one point.
Yeah, and that's kind of also interesting. Now that I look at it, it's like the no understanding points are on the left and on the right. So if the reference is not useful for you, you clearly don't understand it. But if you just mimic, if you just copy, you still don't understand it. So at some point, you have like a little bit of understanding, and then the understanding fades away as the reference becomes the like your copy. So like how to force you to this like blip of understanding using references in a way, you know?
You can really use references for specific areas because you don't need to discover the wheel every time. Sometimes there are people who have studied for years, let's say interior designers or stuff. They know things, and sometimes there is a situation that you see and think, oh, this would fit exactly in my situation. I'll just kind of replicate it. But this is just a small part. For the big part, you just need to analyze and then create your own version. This is the way I try to approach it, so that my work doesn't end up being a copy of somebody else's.
Yeah. And the question was like how to help someone that cannot do it at all. At some point, if someone was saying that look at references, it was just like fuck off. Like, it's just you can just say be better, or just like do more. It was just some vague proposal that didn't do that much for me, because what does it mean to look at references? It's literally like a fuck off comment to me. It was at some point. So even though it's very, very beneficial, but it was kind of hard to let someone educate themselves towards this goal. So I think that you can do it by experience. Like if you do it enough times, it will just click. Like that was my understanding. And you can be smart about it. Like as you mentioned, you can look for specific things, and then given the amount of things that you see, at some point you just see the connections and things like that. But I haven't thought about this. What Danushka said, that even from the start, the first spark of understanding is like, let me have this internal dialogue and just try to like come up why this works. So this can bring me from no understanding to a little bit of understanding. Like, sure, I need to make this effort, huge intellectual effort, just to come up like why this color works, why the shape, and then the sheer fact of asking questions can just kickstart this look at references journey. So
That is
Because
what I actually said to Dee last time as we were talking. I told her, if you are looking at something, just ask yourself why you like it and why you don't like it. Why does it work for you?
Yep.
And that is the analysis that I was trying to tell her. But
Yep.
yeah.
most of the time, the thing is that what Theo said, that we when we face a problem, like we are also try to solving a problem, like how to put a camera in a tight space, or take a different shot, or kind of interesting composition, and many of those things may have been solved already. So that's why we are looking for references. Some, maybe some real photograph, they might have overcome those problems and create some really nice designs. So through that we can learn and then directly adopt them. So we don't have to invent the wheel, like just like he said.
Yeah, that's pretty
Also,
cool.
when people asking me how to grow up in 3D quality, I tell them, find the pictures that you like and try to recreate it in 3D. In the process, you will see a difference and think about why on this image it looks better than on my image. What you need to do to change.
Yeah, that's very important. There's this concept of like imitate before you innovate, so like learn to recreate before you come up with something creative. And I think that's the best way, even though it honestly feels like a cheat code for our 3D industry. If you just make yourself a challenges that you need to replicate something, and then you end up with just being so much more proficient, and then you can like learn the rules and then you can break them. So
Yeah, but you need to learn them first. This is also what great painters also did. They were able to first, let's say, photorealistically paint before they started going into some directions, cubism, expressionism, or whatever. They were good painters first, so they understood how to do it, and then they knew how to break the rules that they already understood. But you don't. I think that with a lot of art nowadays, people just start with breaking the rules without learning them first, and this isn't that great. And also I think you would need to know theory. It's like we all learn by doing, which happens all of the time, and this is exactly why I purchased those 4 books that I told you about, because all of the times this situation, this exercise that we have in the group, where we simulate a real life commercial situation, a real life commercial project, where a developer reaches out and says, here is the empty floor plan, make it nice, make nice images so that I can sell. This has happened to me multiple times throughout my career, and every time I just needed to start delivering at the moment. So find some references and start doing it. And for the first time right now, this is why I also collaborate with Ines. For the first time, I am trying to learn and understand the principles behind interior design. And the fun thing is that 2 of the books that I purchased are about exactly that topic, the principle, the rules of interior design. And 2 other books are albums with very recent good interior design examples. And the thing is, the more I read the rule books, the more I see them applied in these examples, but I've never learned this. And I'm an architect, but I've learned the outside of the building itself, not what happens in the rooms. So you need some theory, you need to understand things. And then this helps you with finding the right references, because then you know what to search for and also know where to start. So with this empty interior that we do now, I didn't know where to start, honestly. And reading those books helped me for my yesterday's talk with Ines, and she also helped me on what to do first. And this is exactly the thing that you also need to learn. So it's not only learning by doing and trial and error. Sometimes you need some theory.
Maybe we can do a show on keeping it realistic, like how to start. That's a super cool subject.
Yeah, we can do this. I hope you're still thinking about a topic that we can do together.
I think it's about Ines. Like, if you had this conversation, like, you just do a show about it, since you already did.
We will. I mean, on the 3rd of March, which is, by the way, Ines' birthday, she'll be on the show. And then we'll talk about the exercise. We'll talk a bit about interior design, and we'll also talk about her future adventure of hers that we want you to know about. So yeah,
Nice.
we will have a show on this. And I actually last year I had an episode where I started a project from nothing, from an image that came with my Windows login screen of this whatever structure they were, and then I started just adding to it and experimenting with it. So yeah, I think finding a starting point is always something tricky, and knowing some theory actually helps you with that, so that you're not completely lost, because there is so much input out there. Let's say you want to do an interior, there are a million styles, a million ways to approach it, and you don't know why, and it's easy to get overwhelmed. So knowing some basics at least helps you get a start.
Okay, I still need to go one last time, this time. So sorry for the super chaotic starting from your nose.
We're still happy to have you here, my friend.
Yeah, pleasure hanging out. Just a quick one today, but yeah, guys, Michael, hats off. And yeah, see you guys next week. I hope you'll have another cool art. It's so amazing, it's crazy.
Yeah, maybe next week we'll try one in the evening. Let's see how it goes on Thursday evening. Let's see.
Yeah, let's go with Romain. Beautiful. Okay.
Yeah, that would be nice. Or Rukshan. We have Rukshan now here. But yeah, have a good day, Arthur.
Yeah, likewise. And thanks, guys. Yeah, enjoy. Bye-bye.
Yeah, bye-bye.
Bye-bye. And I also got a packet, but before I do this, Michael, I loved hanging out with you. I loved hearing about you and your life, who you are. This is exactly what I was hoping to have with these Discord live sessions, because it's I'm interested in the person as much as I'm interested in the art, and I think that knowing the person explains the art a lot. And getting to know you today was awesome, and I really would be happy to see more of you on the campus as well. More opinions, or starting discussions or something, because or even sharing photos, just for inspiration or something.
Oh, really?
Because we need creative people like you.
Yeah. If it's a loss in the group, I will put photos here as inspiration.
Yeah, you just see this group.
You can... Yep.
What? Sorry.
Go for it.
No, I mean, see this group as us hanging out like the way we hang out here. Let's say we're in a bar right now, in a virtual bar. Okay, here is my beer. Here it is. And obviously, I always have a beer ready. I'm in Germany. I have to. This is a rule.
Yesterday.
And then see the Chaos Campus as the office that we're all in together. Okay, so if you have, let's say, a work in progress or something, or something to share, imagine that we're in this big office and you just go out and share something with your colleagues and friends, but not this type of office where when you work the whole night and then the next day people forget that they promised vacation to you. Okay, the good type of office. So this is what we are. This is what we want to be. So just feel comfortable there, and you don't need to share perfect stuff. You can share your thoughts. You can share stuff so that just we have input, from all sides. This is the cool thing of not being alone. So as it was in the forums, somebody experiments with something, shares something, and then others tune in and are like, how can I approach this? This is the creative cool stuff, and it helps you then when you present yourself outside that you're shine, not on the campus, of course. So it was a real pleasure for me to hear more about you. It was a pleasure to hang out with all of you as always. It's so cool this round here. For next week, we can really think about Rokshan. Would you feel like talking about yourself? It was, oh fuck, why did I come today? No, but you're here, mate. Why not hear about you? We want to see you. We want to get to meet you. Would you do this?
Yeah, why not? Depends on the day though. Next week I'm out the whole week.
Oh, okay. Well, we
Maybe
usually do this on Friday or Thursday evening, but yeah, if next week is not good for you, we can just keep
Friday I
inviting
can
you.
do, yeah. Friday is okay.
Oh, next Friday. Well, maybe next Friday we'll have another live session with Rukshan. I'll reach out to you in the beginning of next week and ask you if this is okay with you. We can do it. That would be awesome to get to know you. We've seen your works already, so happy to see you.
Dhanushka, make sure it doesn't disappear.
What?
Dhanushka, make sure it
What?
doesn't disappear.
I have the
he's like
reasons, man.
he's like a few minutes away from my house, so yeah.
That's why, to make sure you keep him in his house next Friday. He has to give a presentation.
Daniel is the local dungeon master, it seems like, all the construction workers, all everybody there's fear
He's a
him.
good guy.
No, but it would be awesome. So I'll reach out to you next week. If it's okay for you, we can do it next Friday and get to know you there as well. And Michael, once again, thanks a lot. I have to go now, pick up my kid. But yeah, let's keep in touch. Gladly, join us here on the Fridays. Be active in the community. Let's talk. If you need advice, you can always reach out to me or to any of the other guys here. Just let's stick together.
Yeah.
It was awesome to meet
Thank you, guys.
Goodbye, my friends.
Thank you all.
Have a great
Before
day.
you like to share something before you go.
Oh yeah,
Theo.
sure. What's this? Oh, your
Silver
boy or
medal,
your...
the girl.
Oh, nice.
Silver medal in
Olympiad?
computer
Is it?
international Olympiad.
Oh.
You didn't find it. That's not from eBay, is it?
No.
I'm just joking, man.
Congratulations, very nice.
Yeah.
Congrats, yeah.
Give them a hug. Bye-bye.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Bye-bye.
Nice
Take care.
to see you.
Bye,
guys.
See you.
Bye, see you all.